Can you sit on my feet?
Huh?
Can you sit on my feet?
Huh?
Can you sit on my feet?
Why?
Just sit on me.
No.
Right there, sit on me.
No.
In the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game.
Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball!
And it is gobbled up by the NFC.
Come on now, let's go! Ready, y'all waiting. Here we go, all day, defense, all day, all day.
Breeze now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
His name is Michael Dixon.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake.
You heard?
And the surge is going to be
The person
too much
who's punching the
defensively.
ball,
He's
his
hit
name
and
is Michael
taken down to the
Dixon.
backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers.
Oh my God! I forgot we
threw losing
what a
yardage
play.
back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick one.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Why do you have AirPods in one and then headphones?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team.
No!
It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will return this one.
Interception. We have to do that. Yo. What are you doing? You on my team?
To the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Pass.
Doesn't he? Because when
Don't
I
you,
watch
I'm
him,
Jones,
I
okay,
think
I'm
of his
Jones.
vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set it.
And this is caught down. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 46 yards. Mahomes, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game, and of course we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know though that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Down. Outside kick. Outside kick.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Fletcher Cox, the Eagles all-pro, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the NFC going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC back out there. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the NFC has retaken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Yellow. Sorry. Check.
On first down, Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the... Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Brees. Looking deep for his tight end. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera... And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 34 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He won't go down. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
They go play fake. Mahomes. To the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, and he will score. Touchdown AFC. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again, and they're hoping to
and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They go play action here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Gurley. Powers through again. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they get stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Adam Thielen, 26 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other side. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The AFC offense making their way back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
59, Mike to 59. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack. Most of the yardage has come through the air, but in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Connor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take. Take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Connor going to try and run it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Let's go, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Just like that.
On first down, Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas, and he'll get inside. The 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And no.